Welcome to New Strength. I'm Christina Cook-Lee. New Strength is a daily devotional offering hope and encouragement to people who are trying to get and stay free from depression and/or dependency. If you're viewing directly on YouTube, you can read along with me. By clicking on the description area below the screen, you'll see that all the words are there for you. And if you're on my New Strength blog, of course the words are there for you as well. Thanks for joining me. Our topic is finances. The focus, being satisfied. The scripture, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6, from the New King James Version of the Bible. Now godliness with contentment is great gain. Easy credit has put a lot of people into bankruptcy. Easy credit and greed, that is. Not many people want to take ownership of greed as being a factor. They want to shift the attention to a bad economy. A lot of us were all too willing to borrow when money was easy to get. Easy credit made getting more stuff easier to do. Suddenly it was like somebody pulled the plug, and a lot of people got sucked under. Easy credit and a lot of people's homes and businesses went swirling down the drain. My husband and I were fortunate not to have been among many of those in our town who left in the night when the financial strains became more than they could bear. We saw it coming and took some steps ahead of time. These days, there are some people who believe we are in a slump and they're waiting for the market to go back up. I'm not so sure it will. I think the peak we saw a few years back was a spike. I'm convinced we aren't so much in a slump as we are back to reality. But how does a person recover from losing everything? How do you cope when your home is financed for more than market value? Well, I'm not a financial expert, but I can tell you that with God, all things are possible. I can also tell you that you don't need as much stuff as you may think. I am very sure we could all get along with a lot less and be happier. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What can I do without? What if I just started over? Those are all valid considerations. In financial crisis, many people become deeply depressed. In their depression, they run from reality. Instead of seeking possible alternatives, they ignore the truth of their condition, and that's when the real trouble begins. If you are in a crunch right now, take any steps you can to stabilize your situation. First of all, you need to assess the facts. Take a serious look at exactly what your debts are and total things up, even if it scares you to think about it. Not wanting to think about it won't make it go away. Put a freeze on spending and using credit cards. Look at what you can do to lower your costs. Sell what you can to pay off debt. Get an extra part-time job and use the money to pay off debt. Stop buying anything you don't absolutely need. When you truly need something, consider buying it secondhand and shopping at thrift stores. Be willing to change. Stop the spiral. Don't forget to give God 10% of your gross income. If you've never done that, you should try it. He said, "Test me in this, and see if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that you can't contain." I don't know how it works, but it does. Somehow, what you have just goes further, and money comes from unexpected places. Remember, you aren't alone. Many people are learning to live differently than they did in the past. They are becoming more frugal and thinking more carefully about the purchases they make. If you are upside down in house payments, try going to your lender and getting them to refinance. Don't assume they won't do it. They want to keep you in your house and making payments. You might be able to lower your payment and free up some money to pay off credit debt. If there's no alternative for you on your mortgage, consider getting out and starting over in a rental. The loss you think you would take might be a myth anyway. People start over every day. Some of the world's most wealthy people lost everything several times before they became successful. Less is more. Let me say it again. Less is more. Declaration: I will find new strength by doing an honest financial inventory of my assets and liabilities. I will do my best to start acting responsibly with money. I will give God what is His and not question His economy. I will be content with what I have and stop thinking I have to have more. Thanks for taking the time to listen. I would really appreciate it if you would like this segment, and if you wouldn't mind, please share it with someone else who might also benefit from it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the New Strength Devotional channel on YouTube and on WordPress, and then a link will come to you every day in your email with a segment like this. And if you're already a subscriber, I'll look forward to meeting with you again tomorrow. My prayer is that you will find new strength day by day and endless blessings. I'm Christina Cook-Lee.